KOCT Sports and Oceanside Unified School District present High School Soccer. I'm John Judnack, and we're coming to you live from Oceanside High School's John Carroll Stadium, where the Pirates and the Wildcats are ready to kick the ball. Now, in this game, we're going to have some great interviews coming from our sideline student reporters from both schools. Now, however, this is a huge day for both of these teams. The Pirates and head coach Frank Zimmerman have a record of 0-3-1 coming off a tie at Sage Creek, while the incoming Wildcats and coach Abel Cervantes are at 2-3-1 after losing to Torrey Pines a few days ago. Now, as we get ready for the start of the game, let's take a closer look at this rivalry between the Pirates and the Wildcats of El Camino. Why don't we go down to the field and get this report right now from Bella. It's all yours, Bella.
Thank you, John. My name is Bella Kayes. I'm here with Oceanside Pirates soccer coach Frank Zimmerman. I play volleyball, so I know him as Coach Z. So, Coach Z, what does this rivalry mean to the school and the community?
This is simply the big game, this and the girls' game every year for soccer in Oceanside, or city championship. Means a lot. It means pretty much everything. You can have a good or bad season, but if you beat El Camino, or if El Camino beats Oceanside, it kind of defines the season.
So word is you've won 23 out of 25 city champions. What's your secret sauce?
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of good players here in Oceanside, and as a matter of fact, because I'm the club director here at Oceanside Breakers, a lot of those boys on El Camino's team, I'm a part of their youth career too, so I've been fortunate to get my share of good players, but I think this year actually El Camino's got a lot of good players. It's going to be a tough game.
Thank you, Mr. Z. Back to you, John.
Thanks so much, Bella. Appreciate that. Now, why don't we catch up with El Camino as we head over to Mary with Coach Abel Cervantes.
Thank you, John. My name is Mary Boyer, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Coach Cervantes. Thank you so much for doing this with us. My first question for you is, how has the pandemic affected your team's training so far this year?
It's been a very short training season. We went 1 week of tryouts and then basically right into our first game. So it was a very, very compressed schedule. Normally we have like 10, 15 games. We had 1, 2, maybe.
What kind of experience does your team seem to have this year? Are there any seniors, juniors that have been with you for a long time?
We actually have 2 seniors that have been with me for the full 4 years. And then we have a few other anchors that we've had for returning this year. So we have a pretty good foundation and a couple of new blood coming in too.
That's great. Thank you so much. And what does this game mean for you and your teammate?
Well, playing for El Camino back when I was in high school, it means a lot to me, and I always try to instill the boys that to have that natural rivalry friendly, something to get them to the next level, essentially.
And of course, bringing back sports has brought a lot of joy to your teammates, and I'm sure to you too, and I'm sure they're very grateful for it, of course. What have you been most grateful for this year so far?
You know, honestly, the parents. Just being able to give the confidence to get their players out here, their sons, you know, to really experience what is essentially their last season, and to have the gratitude of them and the players themselves to be able to experience this is pretty, you know, surreal.
Right. Thank you so much, Coach Cervantes. And back to you, John.
Thank you so much, Mary. Once again, a great job. And we are now real close to the start of this game. So I think it's really going to shape up pretty good, because both these teams, as they have not been able to play a whole lot this season, they still have the rivalry. And that rivalry brings out the best in any player that hits the fields. So what I'd like to do is, as they're still going through this, is why don't I start reading some of the names? Maybe we can take a look at some of the warm-ups on the field and some of the names of the players. Like on the Oceanside Pirates, it's Jesus Ramirez, Diego Gonzalez, Alec Tellez, that's Christian McElroy, Matthew Coachman, Javier Camargo, Greg Torres, got Dominic Wicks, Lee Seathberg, I think we have the starting lineup that's right there on the, and I'll go down that. Sergio Mendoza Antonio, Cesar Cruz, and Eddie Salazar. So then if we go over to El Camino and bring up that roster, number 3 is Shane Melton, number 5 Jackson Brohammer, number 7 Anthony Garcia, number 9 Arturo Camiro, Jesse Gonzalez, number 10 Edgar Perez, 17 Andrea Patuzzi, 20 Cody Hoffman, 22. We have Mark Rodriguez at 23, Aaron Soriano, number 24, Adrian Romero wearing number 99. That's got to be a lucky number. Number 99. So we are getting very, very close here to where we start this game. One of the differences here are these halves are 40 minutes here. When you get into professional, a little bit longer halves, but these are 40. And when these guys start playing and it gets exciting, and it will, that time goes by quickly. And we are getting ready to do the anthem now. Okay, everybody, we are ready to start. And by the way, coach of Ocean Heights High School team, Frank Zimmerman, been at the helm since 1996. He's sporting a record of 294. That's 294 wins, 198 losses, and 115 ties. And trust me, during that time, he's won a lot of championships. Both teams on the field, getting ready. I think you can hear the crowd, even though it is a really limited crowd. They're revved up, making a little bit of noise. So the Pirates here defending the, we'll call it the south side of the field. And El Camino in the white uniforms there to the north, which is really a little northeast, but hey, North will do. And we're away. Back over to El Camino, and they're going to try and bring it upfield. And as you look down to the field, it is just a little confusing because it's a football field. And you see the markings of the yard markers, but the sidelines that we deal with this in the game are actually the black lines that you see. Like right now, the ball's very close to the sideline. All right. Kicking it downfield. Bringing it down. Oceanside kicks it out. That was number 3, Alec Tellez. And of course, when it goes out of bounds, some players got to run the ball down. But here we go, going to bring it in. El Camino. Nice headshot there with a half a flip. So the Pirates have the ball, and they're going to bring it upfield. Kicking it toward the center. A lot of movement down there. And now El Camino trying to bring the ball upfield, right around midfield. Off to the sidelines, and the ball goes out. We talked about the Oceanside coach Frank Zimmerman earlier. Well, on the El Camino side, head coach Abel Cervantes, he, let's see, since the time he's been playing Oceanside head-to-head, El Camino only has a couple of wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties. And he's been around coaching for El Camino since 2013. And if you take a look at the records during that year, during that time span from 2013 to 2021, they started out rough at El Camino with a couple of seasons, 3 wins, 11 losses, 3 wins, 12 losses. But then it started coming around for Coach Cervantes. Next couple of years, 9 wins, 14 losses. And then 2018 getting into the winning category. For the first time for the season, 15-4. So what do we have coming up here on the field? And we do have a sideline kick coming in just. That went over the net. So El Camino is going to kick this ball upfield. And that kick just about half the distance of the field. Not bad. El Camino controlling it right now. Ball goes out of bounds. And that will be Oceanside bringing it back in. And over the course of time here over the last few years, El Camino has made its way back to Division I for the first time in over 15 years. Currently, they are at, like I said earlier, 2 wins and 3 losses for the season and 1 tie. They're tied for third with the Costa Cannon in the Coastal League. Right now, the Pirates controlling the ball, bringing it upfield. Nice kick down. Can they catch it? They do. And the ball stays in. It did or did not? No score in this rivalry. We have played about 7 minutes this first half. Here we go. And that was bumped out of that net area by the goalie for El Camino. El Camino controlling it still. They trying to bring it in center. So this ball goes out of bounds, and it does come back over to El Camino. El Camino in the white uniforms, Oceanside in the black. And let's see what happens with this. They bring it in, and the kick was deflected. Nice job by number 25. That was Fernando Carreno that deflected that one for the Pirates. And this one kicked out by Oceanside. El Camino is going to bring it back in. goes back out. Here it comes. And it looked like the goalie number 2, Diego Gonzalez, took care of that one. El Camino once again. El Camino, really the ball has been on the Oceanside side of the field here. El Camino's pretty much been controlling it so far, as they continue to do right now. For El Camino, that was Jackson Brohammer that was controlling that one, number 5. This one's coming right down toward the center of the field. That is number 17 who got that one down there, Edgar Alvarado. Oceanside controlling it, picked up the action. El Camino takes it back. And it's out. Once again, we're coming to you live here on KOCT Sports from Ocean High School's John Carroll Stadium. In this match, the rivalry between the two schools here from Oceanside, El Camino and Oceanside High. Oceanside trying to bring it down into El Camino territory. And we are going to have a very special guest here in just a couple of minutes who's going to be able to chime in and give you a lot of background, more background than you've heard so far on these two teams that are on the field. So are we going to, we're waiting for, what we're waiting for, my friends, is waiting for the mic over here for my very good friend, Brad Hollingsworth. Hollingsdale, Hollingsworth.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's a long name, so.
Okay, turn around, you find out the camera's hot.
Oh my goodness. I look better on Saturday.
Yeah, but the hat looks good.
Well, it hides what little I have up top, so.
So what can you fill us in with about, since we were talking about girls varsity basketball and boys varsity basketball the other night, how about soccer? And
well, I mean,
bringing us up to date, the teams, the action.
To both schools, the state championship is important in soccer. Our girls' soccer team plays for a surfboard, actually, that the winning school gets to keep. The boys don't do that. It's more about, pride, and a lot of these kids play on the Oceanside Breakers, which is run by our soccer coach, Frank Zimmerman. So this has a more family-like atmosphere than probably any other sport in the Oceanside El Camino rivalry, that's for sure. But I think what you see here is Oceanside's best player, Christian McElroy's out with a fracture in his foot. He's been a 3-year starter defender, a very adept player. Cesar Cruz, who has the ball right now, very good forward, but what Oceanside is missing is the strong in the midfield. They put Javier Camargo in the middle to try to settle that down, and by doing that, they've done a lot better. El Camino, it's pretty obvious, much more physical, bigger team. It's going to come down to does Oceanside's speed and quickness prevail, or does El Camino's strength and size come into effect in their attacking third of the field.
So far, most of the action has been on the Oceanside side of the field. El Camino's been keeping
Correct.
the ball down.
I mean, I think what Coach Zimmerman's doing, he's playing pretty conservative, packing his defenders in and trying to work the counterattack. So,
and that was close.
That's pretty much the formula for Oceanside right there. Pack it in defensively, try to get some in the counterattack with Cruz and Camargo.
And that shot right there was the closest somebody's come in this game to scoring a goal.
Correct. I mean, don't blink or you'll miss it. Sometimes, and I blink a lot, so seemingly every high school soccer game I go to, I look down at my phone and something happens, so I try not to do that.
And so Oceanside has the ball and bringing it down the field. Oh, this could be close. Could be in. That was close. Looked like it went in, but it didn't.
Went off to the side. It was almost an own goal right there. Keeper came out way too far on that one.
Well, in the last minute and a half, Oceanside has had a couple of great chances.
Unlike professional soccer where you only have 3 substitutions, at the high school level it's unlimited subbing.
And I know the clock keeps running like it is right now, about 20 and a half minutes, but it does kind of slow it down when the ball goes out into the track area.
The official time is kept on the field. They will stop the stadium clock at 2 minutes, and it will be kept on the field at that point.
Oceanside now with the kick. Wow. Just wide. Just wide. Again. So that's 3 shots here for the Pirates in the last couple of minutes.
And I think what you see there is kind of what Oceanside wants to do. They want to try to get some in the counterattack and then something off a set piece, either in their corner kick or that direct free kick right there.
That was a nice move, bringing the ball up the field.
I think what you see with El Camino here is they're a ground and pound team. They're going to go and they're going to want to be physical, and try to break you down in their third.
Now, did you notice at the moment that I said most of the action was down on the Oceanside side of the field, it reversed? So I must have done something here, right?
Well, we tilted the field, John, so in case you didn't know. We have magic buttons that tilt the field.
There you go. I see them. El Camino bringing it down. And Oceanside will get this one back. And Brad, I think we're talking about this. Oh, look at this. I think we're talking about this the other night. This is either my first game calling soccer or my 50th.
Why do you say that? I don't understand.
That's why I have my notes on corner kicks and goal kicks.
There you go. Another corner for Oceanside.
Let's go. Caesar, make a play on there.
Looking for Cruz here right in the middle, maybe on a header.
Oh, what happened?
Nope.
Oceanside all over it now down in the El Camino end of the field. So there we go with El Camino throwing it in. And the Pirates have it back.
Good tackle by El Camino right there.
One advantage here of high school soccer. One thing that you don't see, what's the one thing that you don't see a whole lot of, if none, here, that you see in professional soccer almost every 2 minutes? It's somebody falling to the field.
Someone flopping like a salmon on a deck.
Exactly.
Usually not. We've had those players, though. Every team does.
If you're watching, here is on goal, but taken care of by El Camino. If you watch professional soccer, you think a shin gets broken every 15 minutes.
You'd think their shins would be a little tougher after playing all those years of soccer, but I guess not.
Oceanside doing a lot better with the passes now and setting up the play. And are we looking for a substitution here? Is that what's happening? It is. Ball thrown in by Oceanside. And here we go with the Pirates. In front of the goal. El Camino trying to bring it back down the field.
What Oceanside doing by putting Cruz in the middle, it's making their defense very narrow in shape, so they're able to attack on the perimeter. And now El Camino on the counter attack. Corner kick for El Camino.
And let's see, okay. Caught over there by Diego Gonzalez. El Camino will bring it back down. Trying to set it up. And a whistle. So, Oceanside, that one kicked out of bounds. Oceanside's going to bring it back in. That was a nice move. Coming straight down the center, number 14 for Oceanside. But El Camino gets it back, and they're coming down the field. Lost over to the Pirates. Goes out. El Camino will bring it back in. huh? Is that a yellow card?
Yellow card on number 4 for El Camino. Now in high school soccer, when a player gets a yellow card, he must be removed from the game for a short period of time.
And have they done that?
He's going out, and they'll bring a sub right in. So when he is booked, he has to come out, I think for a few minutes. Not exactly sure, but
And did you see who that yellow card was called on? Number 4, Christian.
yeah.
Oh.
Seemingly a tale of two halves within the half. First half, all El Camino. A lot of pressure. Second half of this first half, you've seen Oceanside really imposing their will in their forward third, winning the midfield with Camargo in the middle. I mean, that kid runs more than my wife's nose, and she has allergies. So, I mean, she can run. He runs all day.
That was good. I like that. And let's see, Oceanside controlling it down there a little bit. By the goal, goes out. And if you're just joining us, we have sometime over 7 minutes still left in this first half. And it is a 0-0 contest between the Pirates and the Wildcats. Oh! Once again, that was close. And like you said, there are quite a few substitutions. You can see the action down there as El Camino is bringing the ball down the field. This will come over to the Pirates goalkeeper, and they will try to bring it back up. Very nice. Pirates bringing it down the field. And you know, this is really a great night for soccer. Right now, the temperature here is 63 degrees. After a high today, sunny skies at the beach. About 75.
I'll take your word for it.
Not too bad at all.
Put it back here. Put it back here.
If you're joining us live, we are here in Oceanside during this match, soccer match between these high school rivals, El Camino and Oceanside. And like we mentioned before, it's a little bit difficult to see where it is the line of play is out of bounds because it's a football field and it's striped. You look at the black stripes along the side. That's where it goes out. Sidelines. And what you're seeing on the clock right now is about 3 minutes, but there is more than that, more time than that. In this first half, no score. Here it comes. A little too far. Oceanside brings it back in. Nice move there by number 6. El Camino now bringing it down the field. Oceanside gets it back. Number 19 has it now. 19 over to 20. Comes down there. Goalie's got to come out, kick it out of there. Oceanside has been in some very good positions.
You know, if you're Oceanside, you're wondering, hey, you know, we've had a lot of these opportunities. We haven't been able to convert. If we break down once at the defensive end, is that going to be enough for El Camino to squeak one past the keeper? That's how some of these high school soccer games go. One team will just be peppering the net for a half or so, and then the other team gets one chance, boom, back of the net, 1-0.
Ball comes down and goes out. But El Camino brings it back in.
That's okay. I was going to take it, put it in my backpack, and just leave.
And here comes Oceanside Pirates. Look at number 25. He's got it. was Fernando Moreno. And he came close to getting it toward the net.
Quality here. Quality here. Hey, hunt for the ball. Get to this one.
And when you kick it in from the corner like that, I mean, that's really where you want to get it. Or you want to drop it, right? Right in the center in front of the goal.
And it depends. A lot of times they want to get it to the far post. You don't want to get a header in the middle or have someone screaming in at the far post because that guy tends to get forgotten.
No time to dribble there, Diego.
Into the first half.
Into the first half. Looks like it. Okay, my friends.
Well, interesting half. Interesting half.
Well, there was a lot of good action. I mean, back and forth. Oceanside had its chances. El Camino didn't have as many chances right there on goal, but they had, like you said, they controlled it a lot at the beginning.
They did, but ultimately, you got to put one in the back of the net.
Okay, so as we get done with the first half here, and there is no score, 0-0 between the Pirates and the Wildcats, why don't we go down to the field and get this report right now from Bella. It's all yours, Bella.
Thank you, John. Hi, I'm Bella, back with our soccer halftime report. With the score of 0-0, these boys are fighting hard to score a goal. Many attempts have been made, but none have been successful yet. But so far, they're trying. They are trying very hard. Let's see what these boys have in stock for us for the second half. Back to you, John.
All right. Thank you so much, Bella. And we are now going to head back down to the field. We're going to have this report on the field from Sam. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you, John. I'm excited to be here at the cross rivalry game where El Camino is playing great defense and demonstrating some phenomenal teamwork. I also want to mention Oceanside came out with an aggressive start and El Camino has held their own. I wish I had a crystal ball to see the direction that the second half will go. I also want to give a shout out to some phenomenal defense played by number 99, El Camino, AJ Romero. Back to you, John.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Sam. So once again, want to remind you that we're done with the first half here in Oceanside for the Pirates and also for the Wildcats. We're going to take a short break for just a couple of minutes. I'm John Judnak also, and by the way, I got Brad with me, and he's going to be sharing some in the second half as well. Right, Brad? You're going to come back?
I guess I am now.
All right. Well, this is John Judnak, also known as Trey J, and that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that some other time. For KOCT Sports, we'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
This is for the Cali sun dropping low. This is for the palm standing tall in South though. City by the sea, yeah, you think you know. We a community, now I just grow. Culture on the rise, yeah, moves being made. Hand washes hand, it's a beautiful thing. Catch me by the water, summertime to spring. It's the thing. This is for the evening hours ago. And the kids are in the streets and now they know. Real talent, the people, This is for the evening hours ago. And the kids are in the streets and now they know. Real talent, the people, Been around the world, check my stats. Always loving when it's time to come back. Cali always felt surreal for me. Host, I just kept it real for me. Can't say I was born and raised, but it's been over 2 decades. I feel the love, found ground zero. Morale starts at home, 7-6 all. This is for the evening hours ago. And the kids are in the streets and now they know. Real talent. of gold. And the kids that ran the streets and now they know a real town that the people own. You know, the old.
Greetings, I'm Shane Hall and I'm here at the Oceanside Library. This is the cultural epicenter of Oceanside. I feel privileged to be able to hang out here, but anybody can. Make sure you visit the library to keep up to date on the local goings-on, see what's happening. There's a lot of things going on in the community. This is the place to find out what it is. There's something here for everyone, and it's here for you, so come check it out. We'll see you around.
KOCT, the voice of North County.
Welcome back, my friends and family from around the world. I hope that all my cousins in Poland are watching. Of course, it's, I don't know, 4 a.m. there, or 3 a.m. But with the miracles of the internet and live broadcasts now, I mean, it's around the world, Brad. We are live around the world.
Okay.
You get that?
No, I don't. I expect the people who are watching this have someone related to them, or they know somebody in this game. I hope. If they're watching
the word.
If they're watching high school soccer in Eastern Europe, they are hard up. That's all I'm going to say. They are hard up for entertainment.
I think they need to spread the word. So if you're out there listening right now, what I'd like to have you do is spread the word to your friends and the family, and we want to get a couple of messages. What do you think? From the farthest country. They'll say, John and Brad, it's hi from Kazakhstan.
I couldn't even spell Kazakhstan, so I know it begins with a K.
Okay, so I'm going to change the subject a little bit as we look down here. I'm going to change it to boxing. I saw a fight live because of COVID, you can't really have as many boxing matches anywhere, anything like that. But then you go and you find a live boxing match from Uzbekistan a week ago. And the heavyweight guy who's about 6'7" from Uzbekistan, now he looked good.
John, you need a hobby. That's all I'm going to say. Get a hobby. Please.
They're trying to give us...
I can't hear what you're saying.
Okay, so we're having a little bit of chatter going on here in the press box, the broadcast box, as we're getting ready to start the second half. And I was just giving my boxing update here a couple of minutes ago from around the world. KOCT has been very kind to me, by the way. We actually had the Boxing 101 podcast on there, which I'm sure that Brad saw both episodes.
No.
No?
No. Sorry. I missed it. Our sign is failing like this broadcast in some respects.
Well, I don't know. Could be my cologne that's doing it.
Or my breath. I don't know which.
Causing the tape to curl back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I ate Jersey Mike's, and Jersey Mike's in Oceanside is a sponsor of Oceanside High School Athletics. So
is it?
Always about the brand, John. Always about the brand.
Good to hear. Good to hear. By the way, this is being brought to you live from here to Sao Paulo, Brazil, Australia, the Philippines, in Europe, where I know they're terribly jealous right now that they can't be here. Being brought to you live by KOCT Sports. And we are coming to you live, John Carroll Stadium, Oceanside, California, where it's always a beautiful day at the beach. Am I hyping Oceanside too much?
No, I don't think so, but one of the few campuses in San Diego where you can see the Pacific Ocean. I think the only other one, maybe Mar Vista High School in Imperial Beach, or Coronado High School in the beautiful island of Coronado. Those are probably your only other two.
Yes. So we're getting ready to start this second half. 0-0. Uh-huh. Good game so far, and so now I guess we're going to call this the northeastern side, north side of the field. Oceanside is defending that.
We'll just go north and south. That's easier for me.
North and south. So
Set
coming
east by
back
Oceanside.
south. El Camino has it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if El Camino is more aggressive here in the second half offensively. They were in the first 15 minutes, but now that we've reached the second half, we're going to see if they're going to use their physicality against their smaller Oceanside team, try to win the balls in the air.
Well, that was thrown in. That was thrown in by was it El Camino threw it down? Now it's coming back to Oceanside. Pirates bring it down. Right now down on the El Camino side of the field. Brought back in again. Oceanside still maintaining possession. Oh, that's pretty close. Oceanside bringing the ball in. El Camino gets it. Now Oceanside controlling it. El Camino bringing it back down the field. El Camino got it. Taking it from around midfield. Ball coming back down toward midfield again. El Camino gets it. Setting it up. Nothing there.
El Camino getting a lot more space in the middle to operate. Oceanside's got to tighten up that defense. Now they're trying to launch the counterattack.
Hey.
Is he onside? Keeper comes out of the box. Very aggressive play.
Yeah, and he's a little shaken up by that. El Camino bringing it over to the side into the corner.
Corner kick.
Get to it first. First ball, get to it.
Here comes the kick. Oceanside goalkeeper gets that. Throws it back out.
Offsides.
Action, a little bit of action coming down Oceanside. El Camino takes it away. Number 9 to number 7. 2. El Camino bringing it down. I wish I knew the names memorized with the numbers.
Uh-oh, sloppy play.
Uh-oh, but Oceanside bringing it back down the field.
El Camino has a player down. Oceanside with a man advantage there. Player down for El Camino.
So we do have a player hurt on the field. Looks like maybe the knee. El Camino player down. And going to make it back to the bench. Might try to walk it off. Number 16. That's Joel Nevarez. And it might be Nevarez Perez. So he'll sit down on the sideline and they'll take a look at him. Intercepted by the Pirates, taken away by the Wildcats. Now the Pirates coming up the field. Kick on goal. Stopped. Ball is still down there in the El Camino end.
Kind of a wasted opportunity there by Oceanside.
And why? Just a tad high. Edgar Alvarado kicking that ball in for El Camino.
The last shot by Oceanside on goal was more hopeful than realistic. Too far
Oceanside
out.
grab the ball back.
El Camino's done much better attacking up this left side. Kind of got Oceanside out of shape in their 4-4-2 alignment. Now Camargo with space.
And this is 3-on-2.
Numbers.
What's going to happen?
Sides.
I thought that might have been our first goal of the game. Pirates had their chance. And we're going back and forth on the field a little bit.
El Camino with a decent chance there, but not much of a result.
Right in the middle of the field, El Camino bouncing the ball around a little bit. They're coming down the field. So right now we've gone through, I don't know, about 13 minutes anyway. 10 to 13 minutes of this second half. Still no score. So what we're going to do here in just a minute or so is we're going to have one of the players' moms sit down with us and talk. So as they bring it down the field, El Camino out there right now bringing it down. Why don't we go over and talk to Cesar Cruz's, who's on Oceanside, who's his mom is joining us now here in the booth. So I want to, and your name again is?
Christina.
Christina.
Yes.
Okay. Christina, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
So just tell us a little bit about the experience that you've had.
Well, he's my second son now playing with Oceanside High School with Coach Frank. Our boys, when they were younger, they also played breakers with him. So they chose to come to Oceanside High School because of the soccer team here that they wanted to be on. Had one son graduate in 2000, and now Cesar is going to be actually 2011. Yeah, now Cesar will be graduating this year, and he's a senior, so he's excited. And he got to play with them his sophomore year when they won the CIF championship, and that was really exciting for him also.
So what is he plan on doing? Does he hope to continue and
yes,
go to
for now,
and
because
play?
of all the COVID stuff, some of his plans kind of got changed. So he's hoping to go to Miracosta College to also play with Coach Frank for a year or so, and then transfer hopefully to UC San Marcos or UCSD.
Well, that sounds really good. How's it been for you? Now, this is your second son playing here.
It's exciting. I actually graduated from Oceanside High School, so it's fun to see them playing here on the field also. So it's exciting.
Do you at any time have to press them, or are they just so motivated all the time?
Cesar's been playing soccer since he was 3, so he loves the game and he enjoys playing it. He plays club soccer along with high school soccer, so he's all about soccer. Yeah.
So and he's so good because you taught him everything you know about soccer, right?
No, I can't take all the credit. He's had very good coaches.
Well, that sounds great. What do you think about what's going on right now with with the actual team itself, with Oceanside against El Camino? How are they playing? How do you see it? Because of the COVID, it's so hard to get a team.
Yeah,
together.
They got a late start into the season, but I think a lot of these boys have played with each other before, so the camaraderie is there. And there we go.
Oh!
Goal! No way.
Goal!
Yes.
Goal!
Thank you.
Oceanside! The Pirates. Number 25. And that is Fernando Carreno. Scores his first goal of the game.
Yes, they gave it to them.
And it's official. And this is my very first, Christina, my very first game calling soccer.
Soccer's a hard game to call.
My first game calling soccer. I have dreamed of the day of being able to go, go!
And you didn't do it. You forgot.
I did it, but it was short and sweet. 'Cause we were chatting, but that's great. I dreamed of being able to do that. Now I've done it.
Now they have to make you do it again.
That's
One more
it.
goal, so you can do a
That's
nice
it.
long one.
That was a rehearsal. That's okay.
There we go.
Now I'm going to come back.
One more time.
I'm sure it'll be more exciting. No matter which team does it, I'll be
Hopefully
screaming.
it's Oceanside.
I'm sure. So you see, we started to talk about how you felt Oceanside was doing, and that brought it together for them.
I hope it continues. Good vibes, so that way they can score again.
But El Camino, they've been good this abbreviated season or no season, whatever you want to call it. They've got a winning season.
So far, I
Winning record.
have a few friends. Their kids play on the El Camino team.
So El Camino gets a shot toward the goal. Well, Christine, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Sharing, some of the thoughts about your son and soccer here in Oceanside and all that.
Yes,
of course, we wish you, him, your sons, your whole family the very best
Thank you so much.
in this COVID scenario and in soccer.
Thank you.
All right? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So this that was really great. Where we, in soccer, there just is not a whole lot of scoring. Soccer and hockey, there's probably a little bit more scoring in hockey now than there is in soccer. In hockey, for years, a 1-0 game, that was very, very common. 1-1, 2-1 scenario. But here, now, somebody has gotten on the board and the Pirates are ahead. 1-0. So this has been kind of a back and forth game. The first 15, 20 minutes of it in the first half started out all El Camino. Then Oceanside started to get their game together, and they were going back and forth. And actually, in that first half, they had at least a couple of shots on goal, but they had quite a few shots there that were right around the goal. And very common for the more low scoring affairs. I actually got my first start in broadcasting doing color back in Michigan for hockey. Pirates bring it down. Here we come back down the field. And we're going to have a substitution here. Coming in for the Pirates is Cesar Cruz, number 13. And yes, we did just talk to the mom a few minutes ago, his mom.
See how conservative Oceanside gets here with their defense. Do they play more conservatively with the 1-0 lead, or do they keep attacking?
Well, I mean, I would go for attacking. What do you think? I mean, it's, you know, since
you need to be prudent in what you're going to do. You don't want to be.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This one's still well in play, right down by the goal.
Keeper did not touch that at all.
You know, one thing that's really great about watching a game here is, I mean, you are right next to the freeway, Interstate 5. And you don't really see it or even realize it's there. You know what I mean?
You do if you're on the other side of the field. It's much more pronounced.
So El Camino right in the center, right on goal, and it was a save. Midfield. Oh, here we go. Kick a little wide. Little wide left. And you know, I am calling this a little bit like a hockey game. I mean, some of the terminology. So if I say center ice, forgive me, will you?
Oh yeah, I've grown up in California, so I don't know what ice for me goes in drinks, not something you skate on or drive on.
Yeah, you know, and it doesn't rain that often in California, so you see people where, you know, we got to slow down today on the freeways because we got a little bit of moisture, a little bit of water, and it's slippery out there. Well, I grew up that if it wasn't more than 7 inches of snow, it wasn't slippery. Get it? Cruz is with it for Oceanside. They bring the ball back down. In fact, Brad, I actually did some television weather. The first job I had was Northern Michigan, television weathercaster. And I would actually ride to work on a snowmobile.
Wow.
For sure. True. El Camino's got it, and they're bringing it back down the field. Oceanside kicking it out.
We're going to see how many more men El Camino pushes forward with. Put a little more pressure on Oceanside's defense. So we'll see inching forward to see how much more pressure they would like to inflict upon the keeper and his defenders.
And is there another injury? Is that Oceanside? Little bit of hurt, maybe a hurt foot or ankle. Staying in the game, though.
Free kick from about 40 yards. 25 and then about 40.
There it comes toward the net. Goal! Tied up. El Camino gets on the board, and they tie this game up at 1.
Nice set piece there by El Camino going to the far post.
And that's exactly what you said earlier you try to do, right? So the Wildcats get on the scoreboard. We've got what we're seeing here is a little bit more than 10 minutes, but there's a little bit more time than that left in the game. So it's tied at 1-1. Live on KOCT Sports from Oceanside. Pirates and the Wildcats. So I would say that now the Pirates are going to get a little more aggressive.
I don't know if you want to do that and give up a second goal. You want to play, you want to take advantage if you have an opportunity like right now. Ooh. You want to seek out opportunities without risking, if that makes any sense. You don't want to put yourself at risk for a counterattack, but you still want to try to win the game. So Cruz is going to occupy 1 or 2 defenders. Oceanside will probably try to streak someone in on the far post or the near post.
So here
Off
comes
the set piece.
The kick. You've seen a lot of these practices, right? How many times do you practice that right there, that corner kick?
Oh, I mean, you'll work on it a good portion of practice. It probably depends on the day when they're doing their training. But that's something they definitely work on consistently from different parts of the field. Camino on the counter.
And he throws it in. Uh-oh. El Camino. And
foul.
What's going to happen here?
Just a foul. It's going to be a free kick from about the about 36 yards out.
Switch on.
Maybe a little less.
Chase it back, win it. On your box.
Keeper's trying to set up his wall in front of him so he can have a clear vantage point.
Let's go.
El Camino with this kick here. Here it comes.
High.
Too high. Way too high. So we're in the second half. First half, no score throughout that entire time, but second half, more exciting, and Oceanside bringing it right up toward the goal right there. So goal scored by each team here in the second half. Well, they kick it back to the goalie, and they're bringing it back out. Here comes El Camino coming back down the field. A little back and forth going on here late in the second half. Good block there by Oceanside. Comes back to out to the Wildcats. Ball bouncing around in the center of the field. Oceanside coming back up now. Here we go, bringing it down the field. All the way down the field, going to try to center it. Oceanside will retain. A lot of action going on right down there in that far corner. Oceanside brings it out. Can they get it into the center? There's that kick.
Oh, he got pulled down.
Pulled down. Was that a penalty?
No, he's not inside the box. Just looks like it's going to be a free kick. He did not card him.
Free kick from the corner. Almost.
Just outside the penalty area. Kind of a tough spot.
Tying the shoe. Now we're getting ready for the kick.
Gonna crash. Oh, went low. Oh. Corner.
Nice surprise, eh?
Different. Now Oceanside's moved everyone away from goal. They're going to start crashing guys in different areas. Going
there
high.
We go.
Far post. Oh. Just wide.
Just wide here off to the right.
We are at 5 minutes. Clock is at 2 with stoppage time. We will go 5 extra minutes.
El Camino bringing it in. Oceanside will be moving back down the field. Good back and forth action right there in the center. Here comes Oceanside. Good movement on that ball right now, and it's going to go out, and
Another corner kick, well earned.
El Camino kicking it back down the field. Going off to the sideline. Brought in by Oceanside. A lot of motion off to the right-hand side and off to the right post. So as we see Oceanside coming down the field, kicking it around. On the field right now, some of the players, Andrea Patuzzi. That's number 20, number 14, Miguel Alba. 11, Chris Zavala-Reina. Jesse Gonzalez, number 10. Number 7, Anthony Garcia.
Cruz must have said something. He received a yellow card and will be sent off.
So number 16 goes in. That's Joel Nevades Perez, I believe. And that's for Oceanside. I actually had the names wrong. I read Oceanside numbers and El Camino names. That's a classic. Keep that. Don't edit it out. That'll go down in history. Shot on goal, but it is stopped by the Pirates. Coming down to midfield.
Oh, foul on El Camino. Free kick from about 53 yards out as the fog rolls in.
Yeah, the fog is starting to set in a little bit. Kick for Oceanside.
Oh, he missed it. He flubbed it.
And it's in. What do they call? I know it went off an El Camino player. What do they call? What do they call?
It's offsides against Oceanside. The sideline official did not call it. It was the main official in the middle called it. And he called, and that's the game.
That's all. End of the game. End of the game, my friends. This game ends in a 1-1 tie, and you couldn't have beat that right at the very end where it looked like it might have been a goal for Oceanside. However, called off because of a call of offside. But you know what? It was a great game. It was exciting. We had a lot of action back and forth.
Because of COVID protocols, the teams will not shake hands. They'll just acknowledge each other and their own fans.
Very good at that. That is very nice. So what's coming up next is we will have a couple of interviews coming up, players of the game. And, of course, you see Coach Zimmerman out on the field right now, applauding his team. Very exciting game. Okay, we are going down to the field to find out our very first player of the game, this one from El Camino.
Thank you, John. I'm here with El Camino's Shane Melton, who played an amazing game this evening. We saw a lot of fast footwork out there, and I was wondering, during this pandemic, how did you keep that agility up?
Well, you know, like it was kind of hard since all the like parks and stuff were closed and like training wasn't really happening. So you really had to do it on your own time, and you had to, you know, go out, go for a run, or just keep up your own technical skill on your own.
Right, okay. And was there anything special you or the team did to prepare for this game especially?
You know, this is like a inner city kind of competition between each other, so the coaches and the players know each other very well. We all grew up together, so we kind of just go over like what we've known growing up with these other kids, and yeah, we just talk tactics based on that.
All right, great. And what are you most proud of tonight with your team and with yourself especially?
Well, I'm really proud of the boys putting our hearts out on the line, and I'm really proud of the other team too. Like I've been growing up with all these guys, and you know, it's good to see all of us on the field, but you know, I'm glad that we came back after suffering going down 1-0, and we just came back and tied it 1-1. So I'm really proud of our boys tonight.
All right, thank you so much. I'm really proud of you tonight. Congratulations on everything. Back to you, John.
All right, so we're back from down on the field, and that was for El Camino Real. And next, we're going to go down to Bella, who is down on the field, and she'll be talking to player of the game for Oceanside, Diego Gonzalez. Take it, Bella.
Thanks, John. I'm here with Oceanside Pirates' Diego Gonzalez Hughes. So, Diego, how do you feel this game went?
You know, I think overall it was a very good game. A lot of entertaining moments. You know, we only get to play them once a year, so we try to battle with them. We had a lot of early chances in the game. I feel like we could have bagged a couple goals in, you know, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, we're out here having fun, you know. Had a lot of good times, and it's for my boys, you know.
What will you take to work on with your team for the next game?
I think we have to work on shooting a little bit, just to bag in those goals. I think we're a pretty dangerous team, and we can get a lot of a lot of chances in if we just score our goals. So.
Thank you, Diego. Back to you, John.
Well, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us from not only Oceanside, throughout California, and I'm sure around the world. Joining us here at John Carroll Stadium in Oceanside. Once again, the final score tied 1-1 between El Camino and Oceanside High School. Once again, I'm John Judnak, and I want to thank KOCT Sports for inviting me to give you the play-by-play of this soccer match. We'll be here again, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you so much. Make sure that you stay well, stay safe. Have a great rest of your week.